Individuals have a right to feel safe in their communities, with their kids, with their loved ones, as they go about their daily lives. And that is a message I've heard, not surprisingly, over and over and over again.
The state of Washington has the fewest law enforcement officers per capita in the entire U.S. Bob Ferguson says that is unacceptable. It would change if he's elected. As governor, Ferguson says he would hire and train more state troopers and provide grant funding for cities and counties to boost their ranks. Ferguson wants to hire cold case detectives to look into cases understaffed agencies have had to set aside, while also expanding drug treatment to help those battling addiction.
Nothing is more maddening for parents I've spoken to when they say, Bob, I've got a child who's suffering from addiction. It took years before they were ready to get treatment. Once they were, they told me it's 8 weeks before I get him or her in the door. Look, I cannot imagine as a parent having that experience.
The husband and father of teenage twins is proud of his public safety accomplishments as the state's attorney general since 2012. He backed the law banning the sale of guns defined as assault weapons and helped reduce the backlog of untested rape kits. But critics blame Ferguson and other Democrats for supporting laws those critics feel are too lenient on criminals, creating a public perception that Washington is a great place to commit crimes.
Did you and your party help us get to where we are? You have been in a position where we could have gone after maybe some of these crimes a little earlier. What do you say to those critics?
Well, let's be clear. Virtually everybody who is a sexually violent predator at McNeil Island was put there by me and my team. Local law enforcement officials across the state, whether they're Republican prosecutors or Democrats, turn to my office to take on some of the most serious felonies we have across our state. They know they can trust my team to prosecute those folks to the fullest extent of the law. So we are using the powers we have as Attorney General to assist local law enforcement, solve cold cases, go after bad actors. Role as governor, what folks can expect is to take that same approach, that same mentality, which is going after the bad actors and holding them accountable. That's been my priority as Attorney General, and that's going to continue as a governor.
Now, some of those same critics say that the police restrictions on those police pursuits are what have caused this increase in crime in the state. And just this month, legislators voted to roll back those restrictions. Bob Ferguson says that is a good idea, and he noted he was not a supporter of those original restrictions when they were passed here back in 2021. Joyce?
And Drew, along with the new governor, voters are going to be faced with 3 initiatives on the November ballot. What does Ferguson think about those?
He said he was going to vote no on all 3. There's one to let people opt out of the long-term care program, and then there are measures to repeal both the Climate Commitment Act and the capital gains tax. On the Climate Commitment Act, Bob Ferguson says that is good policy, although he says if he's governor, he would tweak it a little bit to make sure the example he used was that farmers are treated a little more fairly. So, but he will be voting no on all of those initiatives.
All right. Great exclusive. Thanks so much, Drew Mickelson in Olympia.